If you're involved in mergers and acquisitions, we're about to make your life much easier. We are experts in the field of collecting, verifying and analysing the data necessary for professionals to navigate their clients through the M&A process. As a company that has been built by middle market and public market veterans, we have been successful in assisting numerous professionals as they seek to maximise their efficiency by outsourcing the data collection aspect of their M&A services. While we often work directly with corporations for their M&A due diligence, our other targeted clients for this service include accountants, lawyers, investment bankers, and other professionals who are hired to perform M&A consulting services. Our due diligence data management services include document review. To properly facilitate a merger or acquisition, there are basic pieces of information that need to be reviewed to determine any potential problems that may occur during the transaction. The corporate information that gives a basic understanding of the structure of the targeted firm must be collected, reviewed, and analysed as a standard process. And because of this, we are routinely used to collect and review the following: articles of incorporation, articles of association, bylaws, recent shareholder communications, certificates of operating authorisation, minutes of board and other meetings, issued security analysis. A major part of due diligence during an M&A transaction is to do a detailed review and analysis of the equity status of the targeted company. Without this important step, an acquirer may open themselves up to dramatic equity acquisition challenges by disgruntled or previously unknown stakeholders, or litigation from individuals who feel that their equity interests were not represented during the transaction. To assist our clients, we review the following documents: copies of all issued stock certificates, all equity agreements, partnership agreements, or other non-corporate equity agreements, generally the case when the target is an LLC, copies of warrants and options issued, stock register, shares issued documents, outstanding executed preferred stock documentation, any applicable covenants, options and other employee benefits, all documentation relating to the repurchasing of stock from previous shareholders, employee stock ownership, tax and financial documentation review. As with any major transaction, the financial and tax history of the company is vital to understanding the overall health of the company and any potential trouble areas that may come up throughout or after the transaction. Part of our offering is to fully analyse the following: audited financials, profit and loss, balance sheet and cash flows since inception, bank records and account reconciliations, AR analysis, historical and current, AP analysis, historical and current, written and signed explanations of financial inconsistencies or changes, federal, state tax returns for a minimum of 3 years, details and results of any IRS, SEC audits, contractual, partnership, operating documentation review. To obtain a clear picture of the current health of the organisation and the future potential, it is necessary to analyse everything that management already has in place to ensure the long-term sustainability of the organisation. For this reason, we provide documentation review services that focus on the following: bank lending agreements, private debt agreements, existing equity finance agreements, partnership agreements, retainers, customer agreements, lease agreements, supplier-vendor contracts, other miscellaneous contracts, litigation review and background analysis. The final core aspect of our due diligence data management services include a review of the corporation and its principles from a litigation standpoint. This includes a detailed review of the following: pending litigation, potential liability analysis, cost projections related to existing litigation, settlement documentation, past, current, patent actions, existing patent health, intellectual property actions, background check on principles to determine litigation risk.